Cruise news time. Well, we got reports out that there is a Royal Caribbean cruise ship that's down a whole engine, operating on 3 engines instead of 4. Better news, we have a cruise company doing solo cruisers a solid. Another cruise line completes its cruise restart, and I was just going over my bill from a recent cruise, and I done got hit with a mystery charge. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. Cruise news story number 1, Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas. Well, we continue to understand her engine problems. We talked about it last week that Royal Caribbean announced that because of engine problems, there would be some cruises that skip the glacier, skip the visit to the Endicott Arms and Dawes Glacier, and we're starting to understand more about that. There's a lot to unpack here, but here's the big thing. They're down a whole engine. Quantum of the Seas has 4 engines, and only 3 of them are working, and 1 of them is scheduled for maintenance in the short term. So they're going to have to reduce the usage of that 3rd working engine so that they can do maintenance on it, leaving it running with only the full capacity of 2 engines and the partial capacity of the 3rd engine, and then no capacity of the 4th engine as they wait for parts to come in to fix the 4th engine because of supply chain issues. Now, in assessing this problem, Royal Caribbean came together and said, look, we can do one of 2 things. We can continue to go to all of the places that we're scheduled to go to, but we can't do it very fast. And so if we do that, we're going to have to drastically reduce the amount of time in port, or we could skip the glaciers. So they decided to skip the glaciers. Now, right now, I'm only seeing 3 cruises where this glacier skip is happening, 3 cruises in early August. I would love to hear if anybody's on a July cruise that the itinerary has been altered on. But when the story first broke last week, they were only offering onboard credit, as little as $75 onboard credit, depending on the cabin type. But now they've even adjusted that. I think there was a little bit of an outcry, like, that doesn't seem right. We should get better compensation than that. And so if you're on one of these cruises where the glaciers are going to be skipped, they're going to give you a full day's worth of cruise fare as your compensation in the form of onboard credit. And also, they're allowing, if you do not like the itinerary change, the not go to the glacier scenario, you can get yourself a full refund on any of the money that you've already paid. So if you're paid in full, sounds like you can get a full refund. So all that is good in light of the challenges that the cruise industry is facing. Supply chain continues to be a buzzword. We've got other ships out there having trouble. The Crown Princess having mechanical issues. Other cruise ships that are supposed to debut, not debuting. So there really continues to be this dance in the world to get the parts and things that are needed to keep cruise ships running and while keeping customers happy. Again, I would love to hear if you're booked on Quantum of the Seas, what are you experiencing right now? Any changes to your itinerary? What do you think about getting this full day worth of compensation? And what do you think about that decision? Should you spend a few hours less in Juneau and Sitka and Skagway and a little time at the glacier, or should you skip the glacier and have the full day experience? Yeah, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. They're in a tough spot. I do like the new compensation that they're offering, and I do like the fact that they're going to allow you to cancel if you don't like it. So, yeah, good up. Way to go. Way to go, Royal Caribbean. What do you think? Let me know. Cruise news story number 2 will be an exciting one for solo cruisers. The luxury brand Oceania is now making solo cabins on 4 of their cruise ships. Sounds like each of these cruise ships will have 15 solo cabins located on deck 6. And what that does is it eliminates the challenge for solo cruisers, at least on Oceania, to have to pay the solo supplement. Dun, 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 dun. The solo supplement. Look, if you've traveled by yourself on the major cruise lines, you know that when you go by yourself, you still have to pay double the price. Now, unfortunately, you don't have to pay like double, port fees and some other things like that, but you do have to pay the double occupancy price for your cabin. And it makes sense. We've talked about it from a land-based perspective. All hotels are kind of based on double occupancy. You don't get a discount when you go by yourself, so you're paying the same price for a hotel room for 2 people that 1 person would pay, and that's similar in the cruise space. I wish there was some better way to deal with the solo supplement. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cruisers out there that would cruise solo, but then again, I've extrapolated it out in my mind. Cruise cabins are so small to me that if I could get a discounted price to cruise solo, well, I would just get 2 cruise cabins, right? When I go cruising with Jenny, then we could like get adjoining rooms or something, just have one big cruising suite. So I'm assuming that they can't, give that reduced price for people like me. I don't think that's unethical. If I can buy the room for one price, I probably wouldn't do it, but it's tempting because I want a bigger cabin and I don't want to get a suite. I'm not up to living that suite life yet. But anyways, Oceania, it's expensive anyways. But if you can, if you're a single person out there and you want to have that luxury cruise experience and you want to, meet other people on Oceania, you can now do that. These solo cabins will be available for September cruises. I don't think that the actual itineraries have been published yet for these solo cabins, so check with your travel professional, check with Oceania. I think there's going to be more details coming, but that's exciting news for solo travelers. Cruise news story number 3, Trey exciting, Tress exciting, mucho exciting. It's very exciting, that's what I'm trying to say. We have another cruise line that has completed its cruise restart, which is good for the cruise industry. This time we have P&O over there in the UK. They have brought online their cruise ship Arcadia. I believe it started up earlier and then it went back into the mothballs for a little bit, and now it is back doing passenger sailings, and this completes the restart for P&O UK. Now, P&O UK is owned by Carnival Corporation. Carnival Corporation owns the most cruise brands in the world, and so it's putting the pieces together to get back to a full Carnival Corporation restart. And so this P&O Arcadia is another piece in that puzzle. And so looking forward to all of the ships coming back online, new ships coming online, old ships moving from one line to another. It's good times in cruising. Look, I just spent the last week on 2 different cruise lines. It brought my cruise count up to 31. It brought my 31 different cruise ships. Started cruising in 2017, only did 2 cruises in 2017. 31 cruises, 9 cruise brands now. I've been on 9 different cruise lines. Last week I was on the Margaritaville at Sea and Virgin Voyages, and look, I done got hit with a mystery charge, y'all. I'm going to tell you all about it, but first, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. And let me invite you to hit the like button also. If you found some value in those first 3 cruise news stories, do me a solid. Hit the like button. And if you can't do that, then I'll be forced to punish you. How about that? Now I'm like, Dad Tony's coming out. Like, I'll be forced to punish you. Not karate chop style. I'll be forced to punish you. If you do not hit the like button, then you will be forced to do my post-cruise ritual. A lot of people watch my post-cruise ritual from the last show. I thought everybody had the same, but to be honest, let's have a moment of transparency here. To be honest, I thought everybody had the same post-cruise ritual. It turns out it's just me. Basically, just me. Yes, just me. If you didn't see my post-cruise ritual from the last show, you got to go check that out because there's got to be somebody else that does the exact same thing that I do. But anyway, your punishment for not hitting the like button is if you don't hit the like button, then you'll be forced to do my post-cruise ritual. And I guess some people won't like that. How about that? Hit the like button. Okay. Last week, I went on 2 cruise lines, Virgin Voyages, Margaritaville at Sea. I'm working on reviews for both of those. Stay tuned to the channel. Probably this weekend, I'll be giving you reviews of both of those cruise lines. We also have a live show tonight. I think that is all the announcements. I got hit with a mystery charge. Well, it wasn't mysterious. I was shocked more than anything. Margaritaville at Sea, I was doing the accounting, as it were. I'd gone to the purser's desk and got my printout. None of that's true. They just dropped the bill off on the last day. I did notice this on the TV. And look, if you've been around for a while, you know that I advocate checking your shipboard account on a daily basis for mystery charges. One of our first cruising experiences, our early cruising experiences, we got hit for like a couple $100, I believe, or $100. That was completely unexpected, and it was stressful. Always check your bill. That's what I'm advocating for here. So I was doing that. I was checking my bill at the end of the night on the TV, Margaritaville at Sea, and whammo bammo, I got hit with a fuel surcharge. How about that? This is the first fuel surcharge I've gotten hit with. We know that we live in a time where gas prices are going through the roof, as it were, and so not shocking, but mysterious. It was. Was it mysterious, shocking? I don't know. $24 for 2 days on the cruise ship. I had to kick in $24 for gas money on Margaritaville at sea. It did not, hamper or dampen or frustrate me because I had a great time on Margaritaville at sea. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Have you got hit with a surcharge, a fuel surcharge? I don't know if anybody's broadcasting that. Check your cruise bill. Let me know. Is Margaritaville at sea the only one that's happening to, or is it happening on other lines? Have you got hit with a surcharge? And let me share one more story for you. You get the bonus story. The bonus story. AAA, the people that will come help you if you're in car distress. They'll come fix your flat tire. They will also come help you if you run out of gas. They're reporting a record number of people running out of gas. And they're attributing that to the high gas prices. And this is an interesting AAA recommendation. They recommend, for the sake of your fuel pump, this is getting to be like a Popular Mechanics episode, for the sake of your fuel pump, never let your gas level get below a quarter tank. I don't really follow that advice. I don't run it dry, but I do like the fact that the car will tell you how many miles that you have left so that you can do some sort of calculation. I have to keep an abacus in the car to know how much I could do. You can count on me. I'm an abacus. What do you do? When do you get gas? Do you get gas when it's convenient? Do you use some sort of marker on your fuel gauge? When do you get gas? People running out of gas, says AAA. It's a crazy time. Gas is expensive. I got hit with the surcharge. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to know exactly what we got charged for on that early cruise, check out this classic Lido Loca video next. This is Tony for Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. I almost forgot to say that part. Bye.